Welcome back and thanks for joining me on another beer review. It's Friday afternoon. I've not long got in, so I think it's time for a cheeky beer. And while I'm here, I might as well do a review of it. So I could have got one out of the machines, but I thought, fuck it, we'll do a review on it. Stop waffling, let's get on with it. Right, we're off to the supermarkets. We're off to Asda again, and we're off to a beer that is extremely well known. Was around in the 90s, was massive basically just because of the bottle, the poppy thing that it had, and that all went all trendy and wearing them on your shoes. And what do we got? We have got Grolsch. Grolsch Pilsner, a Dutch beer that is now owned by Asahi. This is a 450ml bottle coming in at 4%, I believe I said it was. Yes, 4%, £2.29 from Asda. Lovely bottle. It's got all like the writing on the side and that. It's quite nicely designed in all honesty. And this thing was the thing that made it. I think that's probably what made it more popular than anything. So not sure what it used to be. I think it used to be 5%. 4% now. And it was out on the Perfect Draft at one point, but before I got mine. I know when I got my first one, it was advertised on there, but they'd stopped doing it then. So obviously Asahi must have bought it or something at the time. And that's why it was no longer on the Perfect Draft. So, stop waffling. Let's get this beer out into a glass and see what we get. Are we going to get the good old... A bit of miss there, but not too big an explosion. So let's get this in and see what we get. I've not had a Grolsch. Fucking hell, I can't think. Probably since the 90s, in all honesty. I genuinely cannot remember the last time I had a Grolsch. Used to find it really hoppy and quite thingy. I don't think I ever used to really be into it, to be honest. So it goes to show how my tastes have probably changed. Anyway, beer in a glass. If you look at it, there's a nice bit of carbonation going up. As you can see, we've got a good finger and a half of compact white head. It's sort of a golden sort of amber in colour. I'm not sure if I'm getting a little bit of that sort of weedy, skunky, hoppy sort of smell. That nasty sort of smell, you know. Well, not nasty, but, you know, weedy, skunky smell. It's not very pleasant. Shut up, Baz. Let's dive in. Have a sniff. Yeah, there is a bit of that there. There's a bit of head on my nose as well. And again, I ain't getting very good. I'm not very good at this, am I? Sweet. Malty. Is there maybe a bit of breadiness? I'm not sure. Maybe a bit of breadiness, a little bit of lemon, a little bit of spiciness. It's taken a bit to really get the aroma out of that. But it does smell quite sweet. Smells a bit syrupy. But let's dive in, see what we get. Cheers. Happy Friday. In all fairness, for a 4% beer, that ain't too bad. But do I think it's any good? Very carbonated. Very carbonated. Body's quite nice though. It's got quite a decent body on this. Quite weighty. And I don't know if that's because it's... I said on the nose it's quite sweet in aroma, and it's as it maybe got that syrupy sort of body to it, quite possibly. Lots of carbonation. Mouthfeel isn't nice. It's not a particularly nice mouthfeel. It's a good job really the body's got a bit of weight to it, otherwise it'd be even worse. It's a bit too carbonated and not very smooth in the mouth. Taste-wise, malty. It's got a sweetness about it again. That sort of malty, syrupy sweetness is coming in there. There is a sort of like lemon rind, citrus sort of feel to it. It's also got that sort of quite harsh, I would say quite a harsh sort of bitterness. Not the nicest bitterness I've had. It's almost, for me, it's got a little bit of a bitterness of a cheap lager. You do get a bit of spicy pepperiness in there. Excuse me. Yeah, it's not the nicest of bitternesses, if that makes any sense. It's not the nicest of bitterness taste in there, but it's all right. I mean, it's only really that sort of bitter taste that's off-putting. I think I could live with the rest of it. Or could I? I don't know, actually. Yeah. Let's reassess that. It's got all that, like I say, sweet, malty, little bit of breadiness, maybe. Lemon rind, if you like. It's got sort of like I would say, not the nicest of bitterness sort of taste in there for me. It's a little bit peppery. I want to like it, but I'm not a big fan of it, if I'm totally honest. Some people out there are going to like this, and I kind of totally get why they would like it. It's got that feel of a beer that everyone would like, but for me, it don't do it for me. Yeah, it has that feel of when I was, say, 17, 18, going out and drinking the old Stella 5.2, where it was, I would say, what I used to think at the time, a little bit harsh, a little bit rough around the edges. And this has that sort of feel about it for me. But, like I say, a lot of you out there will enjoy it. It's an iconic beer. So, yeah, Grolsch Pilsner, coming in at 4%. I picked up from Asda. Don't do it for me personally. If you want to try it, give it a go. But yeah, it doesn't do it for me. And I think there are better beers out there, without a doubt. When you get Pilsner Urquell, Warsteiner, yeah, excuse me, puts this to shame. And they're a lot stronger as well. So they're my views on this beer. If you've had it before, let me know what you think. Feel free to comment. Thank you to all the new subscribers who kindly subscribed after Chris the Butcher gave me a big shout out, which I didn't ask for, but much appreciated. Yeah, thank you to all of them. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you again soon on another beer review. And have a good weekend. Cheers.